Hey there, boys and ghouls. It's your friend Taryn Tats. I'm back with another video. Yeah, I got a really nice box set in today that I really want to talk about, and I'm very happy about. And coming from what is easily becoming one of my absolute favorite uh, boutique companies, Via Vision, out of Australia, it's like, my God, I'm getting more and more to the point. I just want to, every time I turn around, they got something that I want to buy from them. And like they just put out their set of Ash versus Evil Dead, the complete series. Been on the pricey side, but at the same time, it's like I look at that, and like, man, I would love to have that set. Anyway, so we're going to talk about this one today, and yeah, I'm very happy about this. But real quick, if I could just show you a couple of things that I picked up, and you guys know I've done in plenty of videos. I'll be looking for CDs to replace my old ones, like old scratched up CDs that I've had for years, or CDs that have gotten disc rot. I got this one was a disc I got for my birthday from my brother, which unfortunately just over time, just the disc got scratched up, being put in CD wallets and stuff like this, and yeah, just the disc got kind of ruined, and I feel bad because that was a gift. And but I found a nice brand new copy of it to replace it, and that is the soundtrack to Team America: World Police. You guys know I love Team America. I even did a Blu-ray review when Shout Factory put the Blu-ray out here a little while ago, and I've always loved the movie, and it's one of the best comedies ever, and and just love the music too, you know. So yeah, just Team America. I'm a huge fan of that, and it's really really nice to find a brand new copy to replace my old scratched up one. So yeah, it's like this isn't going out of the CD case. I plan to take care of this one. So, but anyway, really nice to find that. I got this in because I want to review this on the Body Bags channel. This is Saturday, the 4th of November. So 1 week from today, I plan to review this for the Body Bags channel. And I'm going to try not to give anything away, and I admit I got a little too anxious. The case was fine. I didn't think about it. I went ahead and sleeved it immediately. We got the mean one. This is the, I'm not going to go into specifics because I'm going to save that for the review for the Body Bags channel. But yeah, this is pretty much, if you took the Grinch Who Stole Christmas and turned it into a horror film, that's what this is. And the biggest reason I wanted to see this because the one who plays the Grinch is David Howard Thornton, who we all know as Art the Clown, and just I will say this, like, my God, he really gets like the whole Jim Carrey rubber face. He's got the physical movements and everything else. That's the only thing I will say about that. But yeah, just I got this so I can review it for the Body Bags channel. And the only thing that sucks, though, this is a burn on demand. Just kind of wish it was a more legitimate copy of it. But anyway, so got that. And now to the real reason you're here. Got this in, from Diabolic, and thank you, Via Vision. I've mentioned this a couple of times in other videos. We have the Stephen King collection Blu-ray box set, and you could tell, it's like I heard somebody else mention this. It's like, yeah, okay, I get what they were talking about. It's like, this really is meant to kind of look like, you could tell by the wear and tear on the, on the case and everything. It's meant to look like an old Stephen King paperback that's been, kind of been through it. It's like, so one thing they should have done is maybe put like a crease, like down the spine here or something like that. But oh well. And this is the front, obviously. And you see the movies we got: Evil Things, Secret Window, Riding the Bullet, 1408, The Mist, Bag of Bones. Okay, and so on the back we have the image from The Mist that everybody knows. The Mist, brilliant movie. Of course, you guys already know that because I reviewed the 4K here just a little while ago. But yeah, so you might say, it's like, okay, well, if you bought The Mist on 4K, what did you need this thing for? It's like, well, I'll get to that in just a minute. I think I've already explained it, though. But yeah, this is a very nice collection. And, you pop the top off, and you got your discs in there. So each one of these looks pretty good. And again, they mentioned, I didn't think about it until they mentioned, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. It's like, these are meant to kind of look like old Stephen King paperbacks, so we got 1408. Try to show that off there. There we go. And what I like about this Blu-ray here in particular, I don't know if we're going to have a 4K coming from Lionsgate anytime soon, but what I like about this is, if you remember when 1408 first came out on DVD, there was a one disc like widescreen, there was like a one disc full screen, and then there was the two disc set, which had, on disc one was the theatrical cut, disc two had the director's cut, and then had the bonus features and stuff like that. Where the one disc you didn't really have much on there. I think that was just the director, or not the theatrical cut and stuff. But you had that two disc. What this Blu-ray does is it imports everything over from the two disc DVD, so you get all the bonus features that come on it. See if I can read this real quick. We have 1080p high definition theatrical cut. Let's see, alternate ending number one, alternate ending number two, deleted scenes with optional audio commentary by director Michael Hellstrom and writer Scott Alexander and Larry Karaszewski. John Cusack on 1408, vintage featurette. Inside Room 1408, vintage featurette. The Secrets of 1408, vintage featurettes. Let's see, the characters, the director, the physical effects, and the production design and theatrical trailer. And then on disc 2, you got the high definition of the director's cut, audio commentary by director Michael Hellstrom and writer Scott Alexander and Larry Karaszewski. And then 1408, the premiere, vintage featurette. So, I'm sorry, good God, these are kind of really hard to read. One thing is, they're not really giving you the best synopsis for the movies and stuff. I'll get into that, but it's the Dolphin Hotel invites you to stay in any of its rooms except one. Based on a story by suspense master Stephen King, 1408 stars John Cusack as a skeptical author investigating paranormal events when he insists on staying the reportedly haunted room 1408. You tell, they skip words here and stuff like that. At the Dolphin Hotel, against the grave warnings of the hotel manager, Samuel L. Jackson, he discovers the room's deadly secret and evil so powerful no one has ever survived an hour within its walls. And this is a movie that's this is such a good movie. It started off here you go, you got John Cusack there. And then you got disc 1, which is the theatrical cut. Yeah. And you got disc 2, which is the director's cut. But yeah, and all these, you can play them on an American region player. They're not region locked or anything. But this is a movie though. When it first came out, I think it pretty much bombed in the theaters. Nobody really paid much attention to it, but it definitely gained a following and is now considered one of the much better Stephen King adaptations. And people love this movie. I love this movie, and so it's now. And that was the thing. For years, I was rocking the kind of Miramax Dimension Blu-ray, which was just the director's cut with the bonus features. But now I got the two discs, so that's nice. Just of course, now that I probably bought this, we'll get word from Lionsgate that now the 4K is on the way. So the 4-disc 4K is on the way. But oh well, in the time being, this will work out fine. Okay. And this is one of the main reasons why I wanted this set. I've explained it before. I really, really wanted, Bag of Bones. This was one I had on DVD for the longest time. And to finally get it in a Blu-ray, 1080p high definition, to get some of these Stephen King TV miniseries, to finally get some of them, any of them in high definition. I mean, I know we got The Shining on, or not The Shining, Salem's Lot, we got that in high definition, which I know a lot of people are not a fan of that Blu-ray. But also too, we got it on Blu-ray, so it's nice to see any of the other Stephen King TV movies or miniseries getting, high definition releases and stuff, So The Stand, that one finally got a Blu-ray, but there's a here. Oh, here we go. But a good movie. Pierce Brosnan's really good in this. Melissa George is a goddess. You know that, right? But anyway, a best-selling novelist retreats to his lakeside cabin in Maine after his wife is killed in a road accident. There he meets an attractive widow and becomes embroiled in her custody battle. That's not a very good synopsis there, folks. I mean, you could have... There is much more to the story. It's, you kind of leave out that there's a ghost story and everything else. And, it's oh boy. And the only bonus features on here is a 1080p high definition presentation and deleted scenes. That's all you're getting. But yeah, you can tell. It's like, but I think that's. I don't think that that's Via Vision messing up. I think that's them just trying. It's all part of the gimmick, you know. So, then we got the road accident there. See if I can take this out real quick. So I show you that. At the beginning, when Mike Noonan's character, or his wife's character Joanne, gets hit by the car. So a really good movie though. You know, I was like, yeah, if you like Stephen King stories, and a really nice adaptation of the book too. So I would say if you get a chance, yeah, definitely give this a watch. It's, you know, almost 3 hours. I think it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes, but still, it's a good one. So, and glad to find, like I said, to finally escape DVD purgatory and get this onto Blu-ray. Oh yeah, nothing against DVD. Okay, I'm not. Please don't think like I'm poo-pooing on anybody who's, you know, buying DVDs. You know, hey man, you're supporting physical media, so it's like, hey man, you're helping us out anyway. So yeah, so I'm not going to give you any guff about, you know, buying DVDs. Okay, this one here, this is the controversial one in this set. I feel anyway. We got The Mist, and there we go. Fear changes everything. Following a violent thunderstorm, artist David Drayton and a small-town community come under vicious attack from creatures prowling in a thick and unnatural mist. So that's pretty much it. So you got the 2-disc. Of course, you got the theatrical, and you got the color, and you got the black and white. So of course you got those. And I'll get to talking about this one in just a minute, but it's all the same bonus features. You know, it's like 1080p. Audio commentary by writer-director Frank Darabont, deleted scenes and extended scenes with optional audio commentary by director Frank Darabont, a conversation with Stephen King and writer-director Frank Darabont. When darkness comes, when darkness comes, the making of The Mist. See, taming the Beast, the making of Scene 35. Let's see, Monsters Among Us, a look at the creature effects. I'm sorry, just it's so hard to read these. Just let's see. The horror of it all, the visual effects of The Mist. Let's see. Drew Struzan, an appreciation of an artist. Featurette. Let's see. Webisodes. Let's see. Original theatrical trailer. Theatrical trailer number 2, number 3. And disc 2 is the black and white version and introduction from writer-director Frank Darabont. So everything you got on the 4K. Everything that's been on the, you know, the 2-disc Blu-ray from the past, the, you know, the Miramax Blu-ray, and then the 2-disc DVD that was back in the day and everything. So, and like I said, you know, now this is kind of controversial. I'll get to talking about this one in just a minute. But anyway, still, you know, it's kind of nice, you know. Now I got this one here, Needful Things. Another one's a little bit controversial. I'll talk about this one in a minute. Let's see. Buy now, pay later. Sheriff Alan Pangborn struggles to contain the mayhem and violence that ensues when a devilish curiosity shop opens in small town Maine. Excuse me. High definition of the theatrical and the TV cut. So you get the theatrical and the TV cut on one disc. Let's see here. Audio commentary by director Fraser C. Heston, moderated by Walter Olson. Vintage making of featurette, behind the scenes, photo gallery, and theatrical trailer. The only thing that this is not carrying over is the screenwriter interview from the 4K that Kino Lorber put out. There was an interview with the screenwriter W.D. Richter that was on the 4K. It's not on here, but this one here, it's, you know, Leland Gaunt there. Then you got the Blu-ray. Talk about this one here in a minute too. Now we got this one here, another one. And the second reason why I wanted to buy this box set is to get this finally. One that I've been, you know, living with on DVD for the longest time, and now I finally got it in a beautiful 1080p, you know, high definition version. So, which is Riding the Bullet. The Dead Travel Fast. Alan embarks on a 100-mile hitchhike to see his mother in the hospital. Along the way, he must confront his many demons, both living and dead, and in the end, make the ultimate choice that will mean life or death for him and his mother. High definition. Let's see. Audio commentary by writer-director Mick Garris. Audio commentary by writer-director Mick Garris. Producer Joel T. Smith. Actor Jonathan Jackson. Director of photography Robert New or Now. Special effects supervisors Greg Nicotero and Howard Berger. Shooting the Bullet vintage featurette. Let's see here. David Arquette makeup. Let's see. Alan's artwork. The picture car. Let's see. Some cemetery scene. Let's see. The Fury Crash, Thrill Village, and let's see here. Drawing the Bullet. Seeing the storyboard comparison. Let's see, artwork gallery and theatrical trailer. Sorry, it's just God. It is so hard to read these things. It's so small. But this one here, this is one of the reasons why I really wanted this. Is just to finally get this into off of DVD and get it to Blu-ray. And like I said, if anybody out there, if you're happy with the DVD, that's great. And I'm not going to judge you for that. Just me personally, I really wanted these in higher definition and stuff, and I finally got it. So this one here, really happy about. And then last but not least, we have Johnny Depp in Secret Window. And this is a really good, underrated Stephen King thriller. I know it's PG-13, but the story and everything kind of make up for that. So some windows should never be opened. Novelist Mort takes to his cabin in the woods in order to break his writer's block, but it's not long before a man shows up and accuses the troubled author of plagiarism. That's not really giving away much. And that's kind of the sad part though too. Is like reading that synopsis, you'd be kind of like, that doesn't sound all that interesting. There's more to it than that. But and my air conditioner agrees. See, we got 1080p definition. Let's see. Audio commentary by writer-director David Koepp. Deleted scenes with optional audio commentary by David Koepp. From book to film featurette, a look through it featurette, secrets reveal featurette, and theatrical trailer. So everything that has that was on the Sony. There's the part where John Turturro's character is threatening Johnny Depp's character with the shovel. But anywho, this is a really good film though. It's like the one thing I think is funny, like that there's probably some moron out there who probably watched this movie and you come to find out a little bit of a spoiler alert, but come to find out that Johnny Depp's character, as the movie progresses, you realize his character has quite a bit of a mean streak, and I'll just leave it at that. And that there's some dipshit out there that probably watched this movie and some Amber Heard defenders like, oh my God, see this movie, this is the real Johnny Depp, this is what he's really like, oh yeah, you gotta believe everything Amber says. There's some moron out there that probably thought that and tried to use that as an excuse, but no, this is just a really good Stephen King thriller. Johnny Depp is amazing in this movie, and honestly, okay, now time to get into some of the aspects of this. Now this here, I was rocking the Sony Blu-ray for the longest. This is such an improvement. This really is an improvement, man. It's like, doing the comparison, it's like, oh my God, these, even though these are all 1080p, these look almost like watching on my TV, they look almost like 4K remasters. Like they are such better transfers than what, the original Sony Blu-ray. This is an upgrade. In terms of, the picture and the sound, this is an upgrade. This looks amazing. I'd be willing to bet you they put out a 4K, which I'm sure we're going to get soon enough, but the 4K is not going to look much better than this. I'll tell you that right now. And all of these movies look amazing in 4K or on Blu-ray. This one here, okay, honestly, it's like this here, when I was looking at it, it's like, first of all, I was just amazed that the theatrical and the 3-hour TV cut is on one disc, plus bonus features and stuff like that. But it was like when watching this, it looked just about like the 4K transfer from the Kino Lorber. It's like doing a comparison of them. It's like, man, this looks almost 4K. So it's like, this is not a bad Blu-ray to get. Even the TV cut looks almost like a 4K remaster. So they did an amazing job with this. I was blown away by how good this looks. It's like almost there, almost made me want to just say, you know what, I can go ahead and get rid of my 4K and just keep this. I'd be fine with this. This is how good of a job they did on these things, And this here, wow. And to have, like I said, both theatrical and the 3-hour TV cut on one disc, and it looks great. And the bonus features, okay, minus the screenwriter interview from the Kino Lorber, but still, I mean, Vision, they did not slouch on this release. Okay, they did the work. My God, these are looking amazing. You know. Let's see, where's that one? No, no. Okay, this here is the one that I wanted to talk about, though. This is one they really should not have included this in this set, because now if you go to Vision's website, they have a pre-order for the Mist 4K, their version of the Mist 4K, and in my opinion, what they should have done is just, include the Blu-rays from this into that. Just make it a 4K Blu-ray set, and just maybe replace this with something else, like another King TV miniseries. Like they could have done the Tommy Knockers, they could have done Storm of the Century if they could have got the rights, or something like that. They could have done Desperation. There was something else that they could have done, and just kind of make the Mist its own thing. They could have done that as its own release. That's just the way I feel about it. But overall, it's like, okay, it's nice to have this in the set. I'm not getting rid of my 4K. I'm keeping my 4K of the Mist, so that's not going anywhere. I'm keeping that, but it is nice to have this in the set. But I'm just saying, they really should just kind of did the Mist as its own thing. It looks great, it sounds great, and everything else. It's a beautiful Blu-ray, but I'm still keeping my 4K of it. I just think that, like this is something they should have just did the Mist as its own release and include like another, like I said, give us another like King miniseries or TV movie that, we couldn't have gotten otherwise, So that's just my only gripe. But overall, I'm really happy with this set. Vision knocks it out of the ballpark again. And yes, I'm always like keeping tabs on like what are these guys doing. I want to, I definitely want to support them and whatever they're doing and put money in their pockets, and I plan to keep doing more in the future. And I encourage you to do the same. It may be Blu-ray, but by God, it's quality Blu-ray. So that's it. I think 22 minutes, I think we've taken long enough. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And lots more coming, here in a couple of days. Got a couple of 4K reviews coming and stuff. So, and that's it, everybody. So take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you all later. Bye.